Hello, hello, and welcome. You are in my tarot playlist where we are going to have a little levity here as I interpret the tarot in the area of money, relationship, career, and well-being. Let's see if I can draw a card and you can get the same vibe from it, or maybe there's something that may resonate for you. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Glad you found us. And to our Fortune family, thanks for hanging out with me. Let's take a look and put the players out there. Okay. Sounds good. One just jumped out. And let's see what we have in. Who's going to come out and play with us today, right? We're here. We're showing. We're doing the. And we are present ourselves. Okay. Let's get started. Money. Beautiful. So if you are in the stock market, we're definitely seeing that there's a lot of things at play right now and kind of working with the different sectors. I am also getting a message about global markets. Think in the area of, I would say, the industrial sector. So looking at kind of working with different things at the same time, exploring some options that you may have as you move forward. So one more thing I want to share is I am not a financial advisor, nor am I a stockbroker. So make sure that you do consult with your investor before making any changes or changing your positions. In the collective, this is a reminder that balance is important as you move forward. When you have balance, there's a lot of things that can happen for you. Not only do you develop a rhythm towards that balance, as you're constantly moving things from one to the other, understanding the dynamic of that and exploring different things that may work for you. So we all have different styles of investing. We all have different needs. The good thing is that you can treat yourself as you learn to master this, because this is in the higher realms here. You're going to be able to actually do some of the things that you like to do and treat yourself to some of the finer things in life that you've been wanting to do. So continue this plan that you have and do what works for you, because there is a way through. And I like the trilogy, following that guidance and staying true to the things that are working for you. Moderation and balance will be the key. Relationship. Well, the first impression that I'm getting here is that there's a sense of frustration, from a collective group that you want to move forward with something, but the person that you're with does not agree with the plans that you have. Whether it's you're thinking about moving, changing careers, changing scenery, relocating, it's something I sense the sense of that you want to change something, whether it's location, you want to move. This person is not going with your plan, not very happy about making these decisions, and so it's creating a lot of frustrations. So that's the first impression. I'm getting another message that it relates to relationship, regarding the relationship itself. And sometimes things happen in life that just at the moment is not falling the way that you'd like it to go. And maybe right now is not the time to push this romantic interest forward. Love does take time for it to happen. And it's important to be patient for that true love to organically manifest itself. It is best now that you use this time to consider what you want in your partner. Consider what you really want out of a love interest, or in life in general, in this relationship. And as you do that, things begin to slowly reveal itself the way that it needs to go. Probably it has to do because there's just too much of your ideas about what you want, that maybe the path is really not clear. Because when you have two people that are now going to get on a new path together, it's important that somewhere there's a convergence of the path where things have a sense of balance. So the message I'm getting here is that there is not a real clear vision in this relationship, and the frustration can come that you want to move the relationship forward, but it is not coalescing in the way that you would like it to be. So when it comes to love, slow it down. Career. Okay, so in the area of career, it looks like the wheel was spun and it just kind of went wacky tabacky. It's just like maybe things just spun out of control and things are happening in the work or in your business or maybe academically. Maybe you've taken on too much of study caseload because you really wanted to pursue things and fast forward it. There's a lot of things that are showing up as, surprises that you did not calculate in your plan. And that's the element of life. That's the element of the journey. That's the element of the lessons as we continue to evolve, that in the areas of our life, whether it's, managing and mastering money, whether it's in relationship, whether it's in developing our skills so that we could be of use to society. The element comes in the opportunities that we get to engage and show our expertise. And maybe things were just happening a little bit too fast for you right now. So when it comes to your career, when it comes to businesses and opportunities and your academics, it's important to be flexible with things that are changing. And the question is, what is your role in any of these things? What part of it, do you assume responsibility to? So as you open up yourself to looking at the way that things transition and see that these changes are part of the system, then it won't take you as a big surprise, because this can be really frustrating. So instead of fighting it, what is important right now is that you figure out how to control the aspect within you to handle the crisis and not to let things throw you off your center. Well-being. Okay, there's a lot. This is a very emotional and mental message. Something is throwing you off at your game. You're thinking about a lot of things. So it could be these two things in love and work that has you kind of pulling back. As you can see from the heavens, there's a hand showing up offering you a cup to drink from, but you just want to go pout in your little corner. And you say, well, I want to play with these things. I want it my way. I want these. It's sometimes important for your mental peace, for your emotional peace, to not look at the past, but see what is in front of you. And, maybe in this love interest, you are pushing a relationship that right now needs to stay the course, because maybe there is someone else that's coming into your life that you're just refusing to acknowledge. Maybe in the area of work, career, business, academics, you are rejecting the help that's coming because you just wanted to show that you were in control, but literally the wheel upside down is meaning that you're not in control. It's okay to get help, and maybe you're torn about that, and it's taking time for you to acknowledge. So take the time, open up to what is coming for you, and begin to find ways to find your center so that you can receive. So open yourself up to receive. Okay, let's take a look at the next message. General here. Joy. See, joy is something that we find when we live in the present moment. The present moment, when we stop and breathe in, we begin to see serenity. We begin to see peace. We begin to feel the love. We begin to see the beauty around us. And too often, we forget to see the balance in things and focus on one side and fail to see the other. So being in the now is a place to find the duality of the inhale and the exhale, to find the beauty that is in that natural flow of life. And as you begin to find that, you will discover your center and you will be able to receive all the joy that God has for you. There you have it, my friend. And with this, I am going to ask that the blessings of peace and love be with you today.